want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not.
Thank you, dear Professor Lumumba. Just some few words that we should hear. Here is one I kind of regret that I didn't make this a major part of the chat this evening, but I will still not sort of ignore it, okay? On your screen right here is one rejection letter of a supposed Nigerian nurse in the United States of America that will not be getting their membership of or their license to practice extended, because Nigeria is doing everything to make sure that not only that those who are nurses in Nigeria or doctors in Nigeria will not be able to leave Nigeria. Even those of you who left, you will be rendered useless enough that you will be forced back to Nigeria. So right now they said that you need to do some confirmation as a medical practitioner, right? So that this confirmation of some of your ID is to be done by Nigeria. Now, unfortunately, on the Nigerian part, they said Nigerian government has suspended the NMC verification. Do you get that now? So it is like saying you are Nigerian, you have this ID and that, you will send the detail to NMC Nigeria. Okay? And the NMC would have to kind of confirm that you are who you say you are. And you can continue your other applications or whatever you need to do in your country of residence. Now that is where Tinubu and his gang are dealing with those of you who have left Nigeria as a professional. You're either going to have to stop being a nurse, or you would have to go back to Nigeria. So this is the latest one. Apart from those, our brethren in UAE trapped there because of bilateral corruption of Bukhari that led to the cancellation of your, suspension of issuing of visa to Nigerians. Right now in UAE, they have a policy that allow everyone who has overstayed, if your visa has expired in UAE, you can now go back and quickly apply for an extension. Nigerians won't be able to participate because they are still banned by the UAE. So similarly, those of you who are nurses, like I said, I should have made this the point of the conversation this evening, but I'll leave that information as it there, okay? So the next time when I can really, really elaborate on it and possibly hear from other people who this was affected. Initially, some people didn't know that it was going to affect them, whether you are in the UK, whether you are in the US, the whole thing that confirmed you as a nurse, the one that confirmed you as a doctor or so from Nigeria, is not being validated because they've stopped the confirmation. Nowhere to. And all these institutions in these countries, they can't process your applications if you are not verified by the NMC. I've heard this for the past 4 or 5 days now. There's no single statement from Tinubu, not a single one, from the government of Nigeria. And guess what? There are thousands of people that this is going to affect, including some of them who are defending the contraption after leaving Nigeria. I'm not going to say I'm going to feel happy for those. No, I'm not. Because this is people's livelihood, people's careers. And because of the rogues in Nigeria, it is about to take a turn. Obi has something I want to share with you.
Really battered the economy. There are those who argue that, and they were said on this program that the Buhari government set the economy back 20 years. And that anybody who had to opportunity to run this country after Buhari will experience the kind of problem that we're experiencing today. And do you think that that's not the case?
I actually did say that publicly, that it was not going to be a piece of cake to run the economy because of the absolute devastation of everything that even resembles economic policy. I don't think they were doing economic policy under President Buhari. But this particular administration agreed with it. They agreed with everything that Buhari was doing. So in their own case, nobody should feel sorry for them.
And you think that
they were culpable. They were culpable in it. I think that the problem with the Nigerian society is that we quickly forget these things. I particularly, and you know that I'm very public on my opinion about the governance of the country that I am from. And that's because I understand the basic principles of democracy, that you cannot simply be a person who's got the privilege of education, not just basic education, but you're very advanced in your knowledge, and also you have political literacy. And just because you are in a place of privilege and comfort, then it doesn't matter to you how the country is governed. It should matter. Even when I was in government, my boss, he used to say, in cabinet, he would say to anybody, just leave or be alone. Without being in my cabinet, do I need a Ganifa Wehimi? I used to think it was a compliment. And I would say that to him, that's a compliment. Because if we did not interrogate ourselves, if we did not question ourselves, then we would lead the country into the bush. So for me, my point is that when this economy was badly run under the APC administration of President Buhari, all of these people that are telling us that the economy was badly managed were agreeing with the policy direction of that administration. Why now should they try to dissociate themselves
on one hand is the fact that the economy was badly managed, and I'm yet.
Anyway, on that note, we should possibly bring this conversation to a close and maybe open the line, but not without showing you the meeting between Obi and Pastor Ruga in Chicago today. Some of you, the obedient, especially some of you are practically rooting for Donald Trump as America president. It be like say your Obi is associated with DNC, the Democrats. And I think I am going to be the one to break the news. So, he's in Chicago. This morning, he met Pastor Ruga, and I feel like they are just attendees, delegates to the national conference. What's that thing called in the convention?
And you see people like this. No. You send it to me. Okay, I'll send it to you. Use a gas phone. Use my phone because this is your send. And you see.
So that may no can be like say later, And I go call I just make I tell you. So they are all Team Kamala. Team Kamala Harris. And on that note, I'm going to draw the curtain this evening. Yeah, we take calls. Okay. If you are a Ronuku watching me, I would love you to call into the program and tell us what changed. Today is August 20. I bet the shift is so lonely. The 21st of August. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I saw Princess and the director Scott and a few others. It seems that you were taking a bet if I was going to remove my cap or not. No, I've figured out how to put the cap on now. So it's not as uncomfortable as it used to be. So anybody who won, just remember to pay 10% tithes to the temple. Thank you. So I'll be back in a minute, and listen, if you've been with us all night and you have to go, I understand. Just like the broadcast before you do that, okay? And to everyone else, you can grab your phone and join us in a minute or two. I'll be back. Hello there.
Mario, how are you, sir?
I am very well. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. This is Ralph from Texas, US.
Great. How are you doing today, Ralph?
I'm good. Are you?
Very well. Thank you. Class, man. Go
Okay.
on.
Thank you for your good job. I appreciate so much. In fact, you make it difficult for whenever I tune to you to move out from my station.
Really?
Because, I don't know how you get all those information. They're accurate and you do it stressless. You don't stress yourself. You just bring it like they come like a computer, So I appreciate you so much. And
Thank you.
like the last time I called, I still wonder if you are sure you're a Nigerian because I'm yet to see a Nigerian who is like you,
Right.
So, my own is not a contribution. Rather, my own is a question to you.
Okay.
Because the reason I'm asking this question is that somebody like me, I'm depressed because of the kind of news I hear in Nigeria. Today, there's this news. I don't know if you have seen the news that the money, they have about 120 billion naira recovered from Emefiele people that ministers have stolen. Tinubu minister have stolen 54. It's a Shara reporter. You can go and look at it. They have stolen and
I saw
shared.
it too. And I'm trying to, what happened is that, I'm trying to kind of pick traces. I was going to talk about that this evening, but I was just going to mention it because I've not really got, me, I would like names, companies. And I know that the more they deny it, there is likelihood that more will be released to us soon. And I'll bring that here as a package. I heard it. 54 billion shared by them.
Yes. And the worst of it is that, hello? The worst of it is that.
I'm with you, Ralph. Go on.
Okay, the worst of it is that even EFCC shared from it.
Yes.
That they even contacted the EFCC spokesperson. He couldn't deny it. He couldn't accept it. He kept mute. That means to show you that there's something wrong there. So when I hear this kind of stories, not that we know. I went to Nigeria a few months before the election.
Right.
I told people that if Tinubu wins, people will beg Buhari to come back. That we shouldn't make that mistake. In fact, any taxi I enter, I do to preach to them, say, please, this is just to rescue our country. That at least for us to know what happened under Buhari, another party should come in. Let's forget about Tobia, Atiko, or whatever. But let's see what happened under Buhari, because we know that a lot went down under Buhari. So, but I know that it's going to get to this, but I don't know it's going to be so quick. I thought he will pretend for the first term, then at the second term, he will now bring all those to be. I don't know that he will come so fast like that's where I got it wrong. So and again, I'm from the east. I'm from Enugu State. Though before now, I don't support. I wanted a Nigeria that works for everybody. But from all indications, some of us we are wrong. You people are right. Nigeria is not going to work for everybody.
Not this way.
And it can never work.
No.
So, but the question I have for you is this: what do you think is the way out? Because people like us that supported Obi, we feel that at least Obi, even though Obi believe in one Nigeria, but he will listen. If it's okay, let's all restructure the country. He will agree. Like Obi said in his word that he's going to change the sharing formula to production formula, which makes more sense. Maybe if you have a health system that you want to invest 10 billion, if you can produce 5 billion, federal government will give you 5 billion. That will make more sense. I think that's where Obi was going. And the production will be based on, instead of monthly salary, will be hourly salary, something like that. That the more you work, and yes, and there's no way that a legislature will receive more than a senator will receive more than a professor in the university. So when he was talking like that, we know where he's going. It's more of production, which is like the constitution we had in 1963. And I know that from what you say, if people come up with, okay, let's have a regional government, Nigeria will still be one, but let us be more competitive in regional government. He will listen. But obviously, from what we see, somebody like him cannot get there. You get my point. And these people, they don't give a damn. They don't even know what they're talking. You can see what the deputy speaker was talking yesterday. If we go back and listen to his speech, he's not talking about voting. No. He's not talking about, in fact, he acknowledged that this guy, the governor, was working, he's doing good. But he don't care about what we are talking about. He just
party to be there.
He just know that APC is there. Whether APC take them back to PDP era, He don't care.
No.
Provided is number 6, which number 6 did not stop what you show in Imo State now. He did not stop what you show in Enugu State now, but he's number 6. So, which is unfortunate, which is a part of the unfortunate situation we find ourselves. So, my question to you.
Let me answer your question, Ralph.
Okay.
Your question is that after all of this, that all the things we now see or know, what is the way out?
Yes.
You see, there are many factors. That is why my answer is just going to be, my answer is not going to be one size fits all. But this is my honest and sincere, practicable solution, which I have always talked to, right?
Okay.
And what is that? There is nothing that's going to happen in that Nigeria until that particular question is popped nationally. How many of us still want to be part of Nigeria? That's the first question. Then under what condition or arrangements? Right? See, Bible says, can two walk together without agreeing? So what we have right now are the ideas of people of what they think will work for us. And all these propositions people have not been asked in a proper way. You see, what people should be doing is to start working together a structural sort of stuff, that people can easily, key into and promote their own marginalization as they feel like. Now, what I mean by that structural engagement is that, number one, everybody that is part of that Nigeria needed to answer that question. Do you want to be part of Nigeria? So when they now say, yes, we want to be, okay, under what arrangement? That's the one that will come to, whether regional system, a confederation, or any other idea. That should come from the people that want to coexist in a place. That's the second one. Here you get. Then the third one is the fact that people must actually be tired of this Nigeria first. People are not tired yet.
Okay.
Do you get that now? So I strongly believe that if we get to that stage where we all agree that, you know what, we need to discuss this contraption, not the way it's been done before. Now, everybody have, you know what, you are free. Let the Igbos delegates come in and tell us exactly what the Igbo people told them to go and say. You get what I mean? Not what they think Igbo people want. Let the Yoruba delegates come and say, this is what the Yoruba, our people who send us said we should say. Now, everybody can now begin to discuss all of that thing, sort them out. You know, life is give and take. Nobody wants to have everything at once that way, right? It is in the absence of no give and take. Only take. So we are also kind of like, we don't want to be part of it anymore. But if they can have a chart to that point, and this is the only simplest and the peaceful way. The other way is for us to start killing ourselves. You know what I mean? And then they will now finally have to ask outsiders to come and settle. You guess what? When they want to settle, they will now ask all of us, why are we fighting and killing ourselves? Whether we want to be together or not. What can be done? So that would be mine. But other people may have other way out too. Because they believe, sometimes when you give this solution, right? People believe that, are you asking these people to do it? Does that not alone tell you that your idea cannot work? I said, well, I'm not asking them to do it. I'm asking people that I'm taking mine from the last. You get that now? I said, the first one, we need to ask people if they want to be part of this. The second one, we need to, they need to tell us under what arrangement. And the third one, it must be obvious that people really, really are tired of Nigeria. So I'm not starting from number 1 as the solution. I'm starting from number 3. When people are tired, they will be interested in discussing this place.
Just like what happened in the north. I think we are getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely, but steady.
We are getting there because what is going to happen in 2027? They will write the result and announce
how they will govern the country.
Then the northern Nigeria will now explode because I know they are going to bring a candidate, and all of them will line up behind that candidate. Then Tinubu will not care. He will not even conduct any election.
No,
he will just bring results. I think that's where that war will start from. because the Northerners are not going to take it.
And now we'll see how it's going to go. And then if he managed to last that long so far.
If we stay to that, if we start this suppression to that next 3 years, okay, that's a good point. Oh man, you are a encyclopedia yourself.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for your good work.
And you too.
You so much.
Bye-bye. You have a good one, okay? Yeah. So that is why when I share my view, right, I always say it's mine. There are so many smart people on this platform, all right? And the point why we are here is that I just want to give you a clue. Okay, when we are talking about Nigeria, so I want to give you a clue to help possibly, shape your own opinion that you already have anyway. It's just like giving you extra clue to further understand that contraption. Here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Hello,
I like your attire tonight.
Sorry?
I like your attire tonight. This is Kalu from London.
Yeah, Kalu. Baba, how are you this evening?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Bless you.
I've been wanting to stop calling you a program, but I just can't help it.
I mean, when people say I am addicted to my theory political, I'm like, we are all addicted. Don't let us pretend. If I'm not here myself, like I'm almost like something is missing. You get what I mean? So yeah, there's always going to be a time you probably reverse your own decision. So this is one of those times, right? Kalu.
Yeah, I'm just calling to I was one of the people that called regarding the just concluded what's it called protest
and bad governance protest.
And I did tell you that if that protest was successful, it has to have element of surprise. It has to have the middle belt, catch the police unaware. However, do people actually realize that during that protest there was no kidnapping? There was no stealing.
No attack, no nothing.
Nothing. What I've come to realize is the army and people in uniform that are doing those kidnappings. Because every time they've been deployed to the streets, kidnapping stop. Every time you bring them out and say, okay, they have something serious to be done, kidnapping stop. The so-called people that are saying they're kidnapping are not really kidnapping, because there's nobody that you can tell me that does kidnapping that is not properly trained on how to do reconnaissance, how to do all this intelligence check
for them. Yeah, like when they are doing all those attacks, the military, the police, they will be nowhere to be found until hours later when the people have been taken into the forest.
Go and check since the history of kidnapping. Anytime there is a major